It's early morning, the sun comes out. Last night's dinner was lousy 'cause it was takeout. My belly is hungry and growling's a sin. So what is wrong with takeout again? My family is hungry, they need to tell. So give 'em food and feed 'em well. The days to come, the same places to go. I gotta get started, it's time for my show. Here I am, teaching you how to cook again. Here I am, teaching you how to cook again. My family's hangry, they start to shout. Desire's coming, it breaks out loud. Dinner's in packages till I break it loose. Just have to make it with some food I choose. Dinner is calling, I have to go. The family's hungry, they run this show. They're licking their lips, they're ready to eat. On the hunt tonight calls, dinner's at 6. Here I am, teaching you how to cook again. Here I am, teaching you how to cook again. Here I am, teaching you how to cook again. Teaching you how to cook again. It's Jackie from Otherwise. Welcome to my channel where we cook and jam, or cook with jam. Either way, welcome. Hey everybody, it's Jackie from Otherwise, and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to make another quick and easy dish, Capellini Pomodoro. So I got this recipe at an Italian restaurant, and I liked it so much that I asked for the menu back, and they brought it to me, and I wrote down everything that was in it, and then I made my own, and it's famous. Everybody loves it, and so let's go over the ingredients list. Obviously, we're going to need some spaghetti. I use a large can of diced tomatoes, an onion, salt, basil, and olive oil. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to turn on my burner to high because we're going to boil our pasta. So I'm going to run my water. You are the one that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. Song's been on my mind today. Okay, so my water is on the stove, and I'm going to hand measure a tablespoon and a half of salt. I use plain old iodized salt for stuff like this. This is my finishing salt, what I put on the table. Okay, so I'm going to cover it with a lid so it will boil faster. Next, I'm going to add some olive oil. I'm going to coat the bottom of the pan. And I don't have enough, so we reorganized my cabinets. So now I know where everything's at. I don't know how much that is. I always just coat the bottom of the pan. So I think we'll measure it. So I measured 1/3 of a cup. That's not a liquid measure, and it was not all the way full. So it was very close to a 1/3 of a cup. My onion, I'm just going to chop it up. I'm going to cut one end off.
There's a bad spot right here. So I'm just going to slice that off. And I'm going to take my onion and I'm going to cut right beside the stem end. Straight down. And then I'm going to chop it. That's all I'm going to do. That's not the way I make this. I cut little slivers. And I make them long. I chopped it this way until I can't hold it very well. I'm going to lay it down. Turn it around and go again. Turn your fingers under so you don't cut yourself. Alright, so here again, start at the bottom and I'm just doing slivers. This is the way I like it. I'm not sure if the original recipe, if they were this way in that. The first time I ate it, that was years and years and years ago. So I guess you would call it spaghetti pomodoro, because what we're making is it's just a tomato sauce. Tomato and basil. So you get down to the end and you need to saw it a little bit. That's why I like this knife so good. It's serrated edges. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my pot on. I'm going to go ahead and open up my can of tomatoes. Clean that off. Okay. This is a new jar of basil. I'm going to dump it in. So, let's just separate these while we're waiting just a little bit. Had a piece of a stem right there. My older son Zeke was always the pasta king in our house. Whenever I was sick or not feeling well, he would make pasta. And usually we ate it with just butter and Parmesan cheese. And of course we got good Parmesan cheese, so it tasted better. But this has been a favorite dish of mine since well before my children were born. So over 20 years, even though I'm only 39. I've been 39 for a number of years. So I just celebrate my anniversary of my 39th birthday. You are the one that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. Ooh, of my heart. Alright, the water is boiling for the pasta, and the pasta takes 8 to 10 minutes, and so I like it al dente, which is 8 minutes. That'll be the smallest number there. I'm going to make the whole thing. And we'll just mix it all together, put it in the refrigerator for later. And drop it in there separately. So I break it in half. That way it separates it. And then I have this fabulous little spaghetti utensil. My oil is hot, so I'm going to put my onions in. Very hot, very hot. So we're going to cook the onions. Need to turn on my timer for the spaghetti. I'm going to go for 7 minutes since it's already been some time. Alright, now my timer is going. My onions are cooking. And this burner on the front of the stove only cooks on one speed, one heat setting, and that's high. I'm going to put some salt in there. I'm going to call that a teaspoon. Because you're going to need some salt for the, with the tomatoes. And I think that's good enough. So my onions are still going to cook in my pot, and I just poured some spaghetti sauce, so that's the dark color in there. So I'm not going to cook them all the way. I'm just going to go ahead and put my tomatoes in. Make sure your pasta is not sticking. Yeah, it's not sticking together or sticking to the pan. You are the one that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. Ooh, of my heart. It's not so much the things you say to me, it's not the clothes you wear, it's more that special way you look at me that always keeps me there. Oh, you are the one that I've always dreamed of. I knew it from the start. I saw your face and that's the last I've seen of my heart. So I'm going to put about a teaspoon and that don't look like enough to me, so I'm going to do a teaspoon and a half. So try that and see how you like it with a teaspoon and a half. Or that would be like a half a tablespoon. Alright, that looks good. I'm going to give it a taste. Stirring my spaghetti. That's why this is so handy. It's done. bring it up. There you go. Now, this is what my son wanted today, so that's what we made. So, let's get a bowl. Lots of tomatoes. Capellini Pomodoro. Let's give it a taste. Make sure we get some onions in there. So the flavor on this is absolutely phenomenal. I have been eating it for years and years and years, and it's one of my favorites. It's one of my family's favorites. We have just been chowing down on this for a long time, and I know that this would be an excellent addition to your weeknight schedule. You can alternate it with our shrimp scampi pasta, because that only takes like 4 minutes to cook. So this pasta was 8 minutes for the regular size spaghetti for al dente. That means to the tooth. And it has a little bit of a bite to it. I don't like it mushy, but some of you might like it mushy. So however long it takes you to make your pasta is how long it will take to eat or to cook it. Put the lid on your pot so that it will boil quicker. And there's my tips to a quick and easy dinner. Add a green salad, maybe a piece of garlic toast, and that would be butter and a sprinkle of garlic powder on a piece of toast, and I bake mine in the oven. Actually, I broil it so it gets done quicker. You just have to watch it because it will burn. And remember, dinner's at 6.
There's no one like you. I can't wait for the times with you. I imagine the things we do. I just wanna be loved by you. So like, subscribe, and ring my bell.